the one place on the internet where all we talk about is how to get happy right now, no matter what's going on in your life, how to take that next step in your life, and then how to enjoy the journey towards your end destination. Because what's the point of booking a vacation that you're looking forward to, you know is going to be fun, but if you're miserable until you get there? And hi, I'm your host, Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel and medium who also just has a passion for reading psychology book after psychology book after psychology book. So everything here is grounded in psychology, elevated by spirituality, and I always like to start these shows with a general channeled message from spirit so that way those of you who can't join live, you can still come back and hear a personal message that will help you move forward in life in the very beginning of the show. After that, I like to dive into free mini reads for people for about 30 minutes. After the 30-minute mark, that is when I do request and encourage super chat in the amount of 20 if you'd like to guarantee your reading is done that day. But I do this show Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. So come, hang out, get high vibe, change your outer world, and let's enjoy life. We only get one round on this rock, right? And it looks like Alika gets first today. Good morning, Alika and Roxanne. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Let me get this up on my computer so I could drop links and whatnot. And there we go. Why don't I see the chat? Okay, there's the chat. Yeah, how is everyone? How are you doing today, Alika? Okay, and if you guys would like a personal reading, if you guys would like to meet your spirit guide and mini LOA course for free, that's the link for your free gifts. Soul Rebel joined. I haven't seen you in a while. What's up, girl? And thank you for the well wishes. I appreciate that. I am enjoying California. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see the general message from Spirit. Letting go, letting go. Letting go can feel painful and hard a lot of the times because it's that unlived potential, that unlived expectation. No, he will come around. No, I visualize this. I can manifest anything, right? This is supposed to happen. Letting go of that unrealized potential. That's quite difficult because it can feel like you're letting go of a dream. It can feel like you're letting go of hope and going deeper, hope for life. But it's not that dramatic. Letting go of it coming from that particular person is really just a process of, oh, I thought these things would happen in the future, and I'm actually really just sad and disappointed, maybe heartbroken that I'm starting to realize these will never happen. That's where some of the stuck emotion is for you guys. What you thought would happen in the future with this workplace, with this person, it's the what you thought would happen, those are the emotions to process. It sucks that will never happen. It was going to be so good if it happened. I really did want that nuclear family. I really did want that happy ending. I feel sad and disappointed. There's just a little bit of sadness and disappointed in many of you today. That it's okay to be there, but it's when you don't admit it, that's when you're pinched off and you're not manifesting and you're getting wound up and you get into the reaction stage that we talked about yesterday. Instead, it's recognized that it's, well, I thought this would happen, that would happen, and that would have felt so fun, and I feel robbed of that. I feel cheated of that. It's not fair. I feel so sad and disappointed. Now your pipeline between you, the body, human you, and your inner being you is open. Like, I am sad and disappointed. And you know what, universe? Maybe some of you will be at I just want to feel soothed and better right now. I want to go about my day to day. In Callie's business, I do feel sad and disappointed about that. And I still do want to be working with more clients. Now she can at least get ideas for actions to take. And she's at least in a place where she can meditate to start getting focusing the energy on it. But if you're all wound up, no, my business was supposed to look this way, and I was robbed and cheated of it. My family crashed it years ago. I was supposed to take them along with me and enjoy it with them. I feel sad and disappointed it didn't roll out the way I did. I feel sad and disappointed I didn't get more encouragement, more support, more cheerleading, more celebrating. I feel sad and disappointed that the one family member who had my back recently passed. Okay, in universe, I get that it's just going to look different than what I originally thought, and I'd still like to be working with more people. Do you guys see how it's really about opening that pipeline, which ultimately comes down to being so authentic with your emotions? You can absolutely still manifest when you're low vibe or feeling bad as long as that pipeline is open. And with that, we will start taking questions from the audience. Whew. What do you guys think of that, General? Antoinette made it! What's up, Antoinette? Oh, did you hear the General, Antoinette? Yeah? Love it, Roxy. Roxy, so what are you letting go of? Oh, okay, I can think of a few based on what I know, but, well, who wants to be in the hot seat? Let's go. Although, Roxy, it does feel like there's some energy there. So, Roxy, why don't you go first? And Soul Rebel, it looks like there's some energy. It feels like there's some energy there that we can move for you, too. And I'm glad you made it, Antoinette. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings. How are you after our session yesterday? Are you like settling in and sinking in from that? Spirit certainly did just kind of take your head and 180 to this is how you should be going. And I was like, dang. I was even afterwards, I was like, dang, Spirit, you gave me that lesson spread out gently over 2 months. Oh, and they're saying, that's because you've been doing nothing but pre-paving for gentleness, Kelly. And Antoinette was like, no, I want my shift now. Okay, so hey, you know what you guys should take away from that is that you can manifest the speed at which your manifestation goes. It's just really how many emotions are you willing to process and feel at once? How many epiphanies are you willing to have? Thank you. This since the man I love died Friday. Oh, soul, I'm so sorry. My aunt just passed away too. I'm like, oh, I almost like cried because I started talking about. I was like, oh, don't talk about this. I'm so sorry. It is that, and soul. Okay, I feel like I was in the hot seat yesterday. Can I pass it on today? Hee hee. If you want to pass it on, Roxy, but it definitely feels like there's energy there. It's up to you. Um. Okay, MF, I could help with that. Um. So Soul Rebel, what I can sell there, I'll focus on you since I said you were second, and Roxy, I guess, doesn't want to be in the hot seat. Um, is We'll recognize that there's stages of grief, and you could Google them. And it's not a linear process. It's a you're going to bounce back and forth between them until you're like, solidly in the new life. I will admit, anger came up for me. It was like, what the heck? Aunt, you were the healthiest of all my older adults. Maybe this is morbid. I was like, I thought you were going to be the last one to cross over. And I had always envisioned in my mind you coming and living with me when all the family there, you know, you were supposed to come live with me and be the grandma to my babies. And I was just like, oh, I was walking around yesterday feeling this anger, just be like, this is what was supposed to happen. And I'm just crying. And it's like, so it's, the more that like I know Soul, this is like hard for sure because it was your buddy and was the man that you loved, but definitely the more that you can just allow yourself to, I am angry he passed, I am like, we were supposed to take that trip and now I don't get to, I'm angry that I have to start all over again. I Does that make sense, Soul, that it is really just about feeling that sadness, that disappointment, And anger tends to come up a lot for people in the like earlier stages of processing grief. So Soul, give me a couple sentences, and then we'll go to EMF after this. Yes, I'm angry. This wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't. And law of attraction is all about, if you guys Google that emotional guidance list, and I have, of course, guys, I have the super in-depth paid course on my website, which here I can link to that if you guys want. But I put together a mini one. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the mini one. I haven't watched my mini one in a while, so can't confirm. But I'll drop, if you guys want the law of attraction course. I already put the link for the free mini one. Um, that emotional guidance list, it's a list of emotions 1 through 22. 7 and up, you're in alignment, and that's when you're rapidly manifesting. It's like, I like this, I like that, I like this, and it just comes in. You're just high vibe, and you're like, your point of focus is on everything you like, love, and enjoy. So what you focus on, you get, whether you want it or not. So the more that you're just, whew, you know? But what happens when you get low vibe, peep that what did spirit call it in the general? That pipeline tends to close off. So the more that you, if you look at vibe number 7, it's called contentment, which you could also call it self-acceptance, peaceful. So if you just go, he wasn't supposed to die, it's unfair, now I'm left to deal with all of this, your pipeline's closed off. If you go, you know what, I do feel mad and angry. He was supposed to be my lifelong partner. We were supposed to do this, we were supposed to do that. This is you making peace with contentment, vibe number 7, with like, okay, this is where I'm at. I'm angry at that. Now your pipeline's open though, so that you can, well, universe, soothe me. Okay, let me read your comments though, so I can make it more specific to you. He was born 2 weeks after me. We've known each other since we were born. Whoa, soul. Whoa. I was already told he wasn't my person. He meant something. He was my first kiss and my last. Whoa. Dang, soul. I didn't have to speak, and he heard me ask a question and ask verbally. It's all uncomfortable. I don't understand all of that. Um, he was born 2 weeks after me. So that's where it's pinched off to pet. Like, I feel so sad, mad, and angry. We were the same age. I thought since we were the same age that we were going to go through all of life together. I feel resistant to starting all over. And how do you start all over with the person who was like your first kiss, your one true love? Like, how do you, it's so unfair that I have to go through this alone without him. I'm used to doing life with him. I don't like this. All of those, the way I'm speaking about it, keeps your pipeline open between the human you and your inner being you. And like, we were just supposed to live our whole lives together. And I feel mad and guilty. There's guilt in you. I feel a little mad that I have to go through this, figure out how to do life without him. And I feel a little guilty that there's a part of me that still wants to keep living. I feel guilty that I want to move forward and still live life, and I'm just extremely mad at him that I have to figure out how to do it without him. Oh, and the spirit guides want to come in. They want to talk to you about the guilt. Oh, Concha's in the house? Oh, Concha made it our moderator. Yes. The guilt, soul. They're telling me to pull some tarot cards. Tarot cards, or do you guys want to talk to her? Oh, they're saying, because I'm also going through some grief, it'll be easier for me to hear the message with tarot cards. Soul, if You don't have to answer this. How old are you? That's crazy. He was your first kiss and you like, wow. Not too many people get that love story. Thank you for being present in your grief. 34. Oh, that's wow. So wow. It's definitely it's definitely interesting to like feel so high vibe, and I'm getting happier and happier and happier day by day, but also like whoa, like my rock just passed. Like she was my rock, man. She was my biggest advocate, my biggest cheerleader, my like one of my biggest emotional supports, and she was such a positive woman. So positive. And not only that, but she was like a professional. So she actually had skills that could help, you know? If I ever needed help drafting an email to a boss, going for a pay raise, going for promotion, like not only would she give me the words and practice, she would role play with me. Like she was a his father and my mother dated. Whoa, crazy. Our grandmothers were best friends. It's a lot. There we get to that a lot. This is just a lot to process. This was supposed to be like a generational karma thing, like a lifelong, look how connected we are. Look how close our families are. This was beyond meant to be. I love the closeness with the person. And this is the hardest thing for me to admit is that I can't picture loving someone else as much as I did him. Because look at all these things that just made it feel like it was meant to be. How can I ever love someone as much as I loved him? This is hard. How can it ever feel that synergistic, that synchronistic? How can it ever feel this good and like it was this meant to be? I don't understand how I can, and I hate to say this, but I'm so young. What am I supposed to do? Go the rest of my life without love? I hate that I'm even thinking that way. I hate that my mind is even going there when I'm supposed to be like showing him how much I loved him. One thing that we would like to come in and say, though, Soul, is that when someone does pass and cross, they release all resistance, they're back in source, they're happy, happy, joy, joy, and they peak down on earth. When they peak down, they want to see you living and thriving, and it's a lot of work for spirit for us to focus so intently to get into a physical body. So they're like, you're in the physical body. You're going to come back up here, and we're all going to be reconnected and reunited, living in positive land. They do look down with a, I hope they learn to enjoy, just to kind of throw that out there. Okay. Okay. I want to talk a lot more about your emotions before I pull the tarot cards on the guilt. Um, this is a lot. I feel overwhelmed. It's not like I'm sad because I didn't get the job. This is I'm sad because I don't get the love of my life. I don't get the he was my first and last, and that Notebook story, if you watch the Notebook, where we both hold each other and pass in bed together when we're gray and nighty. This also impacts like my family, who they liked this relationship so much. Like this is a lot. I feel overwhelmed. There's just so many emotions and so many different aspects to it that I can't even begin to describe it all at once. I can't even begin to describe it all at once, and the thought of processing every little single emotion about it is beyond overwhelming, because part of me doesn't want to feel the negativeness of all aspects of that emotion. I somehow need to be able to move on while respecting him and our relationship and finding peace. I would like to be able to find just some soft, gentle peace in my life. I need to feel some peace right now. I need, universe, right now. What I'm manifesting is just knowing that I'm going to be okay. Okay, so what do we have to say about her guilt? And then we will, oh, he was a soulmate. Oh, this is actually him talking to you, not the spirit guides. Um, and we will get to one more person too after Soul, at least one. We still got 10 minutes left, guys. Um, oh my God, this is him talking to you. Oh, no, he's telling me to focus on the cards. He'll talk to you through the cards. We were soulmates. I loved you a lot. I loved you a lot. Like, don't ever doubt that. We were beyond soulmates. Kelly, give her the definition of soulmate. Okay, so the definition of a soulmate, guys, is anyone who you interact with. Well, not like anyone, because it's not like just a random stranger on the street, but it's a person that you have a meaningful connection with that helps expand your capacity to love. And that's what I was here for, babe. You know where we were born, what we were born into. I was here and there to be your rock in the beginning so that we could help each other positively focus to feel hopeful about. He's saying I'm not translating these next words 100% right, soul. Um we were there to help each other feel hopeful about getting out, but he's saying the words aren't quite right, but he's saying she'll know what I mean. We were like I was there to be your rock to help you feel hopeful. I really do want to see you thrive. I want to see you happy. We had to be, he's really just trying to reassure you a lot. I loved the relationship. It was great. Show her the cards. So he's like really, really affirming that like you guys were soulmates. Like he's like I enjoyed life so much. You expanded. I'm sorry I couldn't keep going with you. Reasons you won't understand. When you cross over, you'll understand too. I'm there with you a lot in spirit, but like just as much as I helped you feel hopeful on earth, I'm here sending you energy for you to feel hopeful about moving on. Or it's more about I'm here to help you feel hopeful about starting a next chapter and adventure. I do want to see you happy again. I want to like reaffirm that I really, really loved our relationship. It was love. It's just life is always about being willing to start a new adventure and how much life do you want to call forth through you. But the amount of love that I felt from you, I definitely feel like I lived a full life. He's really saying that a lot. Like, let her know I lived a full life. Um, okay, let me get back to. Yeah, he's just really saying, I lived such a full life with you. Like, I can't imagine of spending my life with someone else, with anyone else. Like he's like I thoroughly enjoyed life, and he really loved your love because you guys had that soft special love between people that when you weren't around people you guys would drop your guards and fill into that soft love. And that's what he loved the most about life, that like some of those people would it kind of looks like, I don't know where you live, soul, but it kind of just looks like, I'm gonna word it as like the culture where you live, that it is kind of like a show. Look how much we love each other. It's like very grandiose, very, we love each other so much. This is what we do. And what he really liked is that you guys never got as like showboaty as other people. But there would be oh yeah, I love my man, but it wouldn't be as like dramatic and over the top as the others. But like he and you, he's saying, you know that when they went home, you're like, yeah, we know they're fighting when they get home. Yeah, we know that that was a show. He's like, what he loved is that you guys never took it over the top, that it was just like a bump up, an exaggeration of what was real. But then when you guys would get home, you guys would drop your guards and go, oh, babe, I love you. And you'd feel that soft connection. He's like, really reaffirm with her that that's what I loved about our love. Um, and he's asking, like, do you get that? Like, he really wants you to. I'm tearing up. This is beautiful because I never knew and he died alone. Oh. Well, I hate to be crass to that comment, soul. I never knew, and he never knew what. Um, and he died alone. Like, we all end up dying alone, dude. We all die alone. I hate to word it that way. You know what I mean? Even this is gonna. Um, there was a story I heard when I was younger. It was a family Christmas holiday. Everyone was together. Grandma passed a couple months ago. Grandpa was still kind of let's hang out. He walked to the bathroom to go to the bathroom, and he passed in there. Um, and then whoever used the bathroom next, like open up, and he died alone. He was surrounded by family. It was the holiday. So it's not like he doesn't feel abandoned at all. Like I absolutely do not feel abandoned. Oh, he wants me to read your comments to make sure you feel reassured that it's like you need to acknowledge that he's saying the big how ooh the biggest thing that's going to help you process the grief and keep that pipeline open that Kelly's talking about is acknowledging our love was soft. I really, really liked that because, soul, when and if you do decide to manifest another partner, I want you to have that soft love again. You deserve that. You are so sweet and kind to me. Okay, let me see your comments. Yes, we live on the same block. So everyone watched us grow into it all. We stopped crowds by just wearing sweats and giggling quietly. Thank you, Kelly. Please give this to someone else. Oh, you want to move on? Someone saying chills. Yes, I am sitting on his front porch this morning and the sun kissed me. It felt like it was him, but I didn't want to be Disney. Um, well, anyone else who wants a message after this, just comment me. I will get one more person in, but there's more messages for you from him, so I'm gonna definitely focus on you. And if you end up being the last one of the show, that's why I do this show Monday through Thursday. And Soul, if anyone else absolutely needs a reading, there, let me just drop that link for you guys again. I am available for personal readings. So, and after the 30-minute mark, if they want like a mini message, a message you can get via YouTube, they can donate $20 and get my full focus on them. So don't even worry about taking up space, guys. I do it Monday through Thursday. Right now, it's a smaller crowd, so we can always rotate and get through them. There's an inexpensive way, a $20 super chat, and that's only encouraged. It doesn't even have to be $20. Or they can get personal readings. So, oh my God, let it be your focus. Um, I wasn't even going to come on. Oh, he was saying that was him. He's like, I needed to talk to you. And Kelly's a pure channel. She won't throw in her own stuff. When she has some stuff going on, like her aunt passing, she sometimes needs the cards to hear us instead of like closing her eyes and letting me talk to you. But okay, so he wants to. Okay, what are you saying about that card, sir? What? He really just wants you to like kind of soften your body and like acknowledge the soft love that you guys shared. But he's like, soften your body. He's like, I'm not going to be content and satisfied until you do this. And I'll keep Kelly on this live until you do it. He's like, super chat or no super chat. He's kind of funny. He wants you to and when I say soften your body, I mean like relax the muscles in your body and go, we really did have a soft love. I loved that soft love between us. It was so kind. It was so gentle. It was so giggle worthy. It's like relax your body until you can kind of feel that, like, oh, that soft love. And he's saying, yes, it was a kiss from the sun for you today. I just tried to send super chat, but my password didn't go through. Y'all have to send passwords to send a super chat? I didn't know that. Um, he did call me miss. I don't need nobody. He sounds like a funny guy. Okay, miss, I don't need nobody. Um, it's always funny when I see guys do that to their girls, like, okay, Miss Independent. They're always doing something for her that she couldn't do herself. Reaching something high or like, all right, I get it. You're Miss Independent. Give me that plumber though. I'm gonna go like unplug the toilet. um, well, that's sweet of you, Soul. If super chats come in, super chats come in. I always appreciate them, guys. It's not necessary. But Soul, let's focus. He's asking, soften your body, feel into that sweet love, that softness, and just, it's like he wants you to I want you to get into this place that, this is from him. I, babe, I want you to get into that place of appreciation of like that softness in your body, relax the muscles and go, I really appreciated how soft, kind, and gentle our love was. Those sweet giggles that we know we had. We weren't as showboaty as other people, but we know we had the softest, kindest, gentlest love. I really appreciate how soft and sweet our love felt. He's saying you almost got it. Keep going. Just relax the muscles in your forehead, relax the muscles in your chest. You can have He's telling me to share with you that when I like first heard the news of my Antoinette Antoinette sending it on Soul's behalf. Um, Let me give that a heart. Thank you, Antoinette. Um, all right, show's still going. Okay, sorry, what were you saying, sir? Oh, he's wants me to share that, when I first heard the news of my aunt, I was kind of like, do I do my show? And like I immediately heard from her, yes. That's my aunt. Always positive, always productive. She's like, yes. And I was like, okay. And I just took like all day yesterday, I just took gentle walks. And it was a slow paced one. I definitely covered some distance. My feet are a little sore. And it was like, well, a little sore, a little sore. What I need right now is just like softness and gentleness on my body. And I just like slowly walked around a beach and I felt that pit in my stomach. I still feel it, not as strongly as the other day. And I just allowed myself to like, well, I'm angry that I won't get to experience this with her. I'm angry that I was looking forward to once I get back to Tennessee, I was supposed to have a Dollywood trip with her. Like what the heck, Aunt Jess? We were supposed to go on that trip, and I guess the part that upsets me the most is that part of me knew the trip wasn't going to happen. I just didn't understand why. But you weren't supposed to die about it. So I had that pit in my stomach, and that like I don't know how to describe the heart feeling, but like that. I'm gonna knife feeling. Um, and it's Kelly was her whole body was relaxed as those two were there. What's going on right now is you're tensing up the rest of your body, which is the same as that pinching off of the pipeline Kelly's talk about. Babe, 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 I just want you to be present. I just want you to be present with that. I do feel sad. I do feel anger. I do feel grief. I do feel this. I do feel that. Like, babe, you were supposed to be here. It's like that softness of the love that you felt. He's saying he wants you to have that softness in your body now because then he can come through and give you more of those kisses. The you thinking you were being all Disney about that kiss from the sun, that's you pinched off when it's like oh my God, I feel you. Because Kelly knew everyone else was, well, maybe she'll come through. We got to hear what the doctors say tomorrow. Kelly just went, uh-oh, I know how this works. I know when they're in the process of passing. Like, for those of us who are sensitive, we could feel their energy move through. So Kelly just went, all right, Aunt. All right, Aunt. Like, if you are passing, flow through me so I can feel the amount of productivity you had, how positive you were. And like, I hate to say it, Aunt Jess, but I need help getting positively focused on my business again. And she immediately felt her energy come through and she's like, oh wow, that was the last little boost I needed to, all right, I do want success. All right, I want to be helping more people. And she just had a good cry but it's because Soul, she had this sucks. I don't want to adjust. I don't want to develop a relationship with someone else who can be my rock, who can help me draft legal paperwork, who can help me go for pay raises, who can help me, like, will sit there and listen to me for an hour or two and then productively help me role play. Someone who could help me plan for my retirement. You knew how to do all that stuff. Like, I don't want to go through that, but like, wow, even as you left this world, you gave me your energy to help me, like, oh shit, I'm in alignment on my business. I do want it to flow with spirit. That's when I'll be able to talk to you, babe. That's when I'll be able to talk to you, babe. And he's asking, do you understand? Oh, look at this. Oh, Roxy, you guys. Thank you, Roxy. I've never gotten a czar before. Oh, EM, what was your question? Let me answer yours quickly in between this, and that will give Soul a little time to process, and then I'll come back to Soul. You're amazing people. Your energies are soothing. Kelly, mini hugs. We all love you, Soul. High Vibe Mornings. You guys are such a great little tribe and community. I appreciate you all so much. EM, what was your question? Let me focus on you. And then, so Soul, just as much as you can right now, go ahead and like, can you guys see my tears? Soften your body and just try to let some of the emotions flow. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna let Kelly off this show until he's like, he wants you just like to unhook it and just let some of the emotions flow. He's like, I won't make you cry, but if you were to cry, it would be helpful. He had to have been a funny guy. He's saying I was pretty funny, but don't go there. She needs to process her grief. Okay. I'm with a man and he is moving. Short spill. Should I try long distance? Will it work? Why don't you move with him? Should she try long distance? You got the happiness card. You are gonna have to. So you got the happiness card, which is, this is the happy home content life. Why won't you move though? This is the working through deep, scary emotions and like insecurities and stuff that you didn't know you had will come up, and so you'll have to. I wonder why I can't heart or like Roxy's donation. Roxy, so just know I can't heart it. Um, this is where like emotions can come up that seem dark, hairy, scary. So insecurities are going to come up that you'll have to process. But this is the it will it's not saying if the relationship's going to 100% work out or not, but it will feel like a happy home content life. It will be a good, stable, emotional rock bed base for you. Those hairy, scary emotions will come up in the movement of uncovering insecurities and fears that you didn't know were there. Once you like process through them, see how to view them differently, clean up any inner children, you're really going to open up to a very creative time. Like, look, if you can see, you see that dancer lady, and look at all that energy she's moving, and there's big flowers growing. So, like, in the like, it will, the spirit, it will be worth it to move through those insecurities and fears, and there'll be a little grief for you that comes up. Moving through those is really going to open you up to being expansive and creative again, and that's what you kind of mainly want, that feeling expansive and creative again. And there's a little part of you right now that's worried that you won't feel that. It's like an artistic expression is the best way I can put it. It's almost as if you were supposed to be an artist but you never explored that. And it's like if you do the long distance relationship, it will awaken you to to ex- it's not that you're going to go get like an art degree or become like a paid artist or anything like that, but it's going to open you up to your creative art side, and you're definitely going to feel. I can't tell you if this search is going to work or not. It seems like it will be worth it to do it, to move through these emotions. You're definitely going to sink into a more like satisfied feeling in life, and you're going to have a more spiritual, satisfied life if you move through this. Okay, let me see the comments. Oh, that's weird. Why are there comments? I don't see the comments on my computer, and that's where I normally read them. It's bigger than over here. You are amazing. Your energies are soothing. Oh, a lot. I mean, thank you. A lot of that soothing energy is him coming through me a little bit. Oh, I told him I'm sorry that I have my own grief and I can't just fully let his energy flow through. And he's saying, don't worry. Oh, he's so reassuring. He's like, don't worry. He's putting his hand on my shoulder. Don't worry. You're letting enough through. She feels it. And he's like, babe, yeah, keep relaxing the muscles. He's telling me to focus on EMF though, let you process and then come back. I'm with a man. He's moving. Short spill. Should I try long distance? Okay. Work. I can't move now. He travels building power plants all over the country. Oh, crazy. Tell him he needs to make more money so you could be the wifey that goes with him. I'm a Leo, go and try to reconnect with me. Years no communication. Michael Sean. So welcome to High Vibe Mornings. I'm Kelly. I'm the host. I do this show Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. I do it for 30 minutes for free. If you come on after that show, that's when I do request an encouraged super chat of $20 if you want your mini read done that day today. Um, but I do this show Monday through Thursday, so you could always come back the next day as well. So we're past that 30-minute mark. So if you want your reading done today, I do request an encouraged super chat amount. Soul and EMF, we started doing it before the show, and other people were so kind and generous to donate. Let's see, work, I can't move. Yes, I have those and need to do work, painting, yes. Okay. Oh wait, EMF. I can't move. He travels building power plants all over the country. Wow, yes, I have those and need to do work, painting. Yes, thanks so much. He loves Soul Rebel through the transition. Okay, so what else does EMF need to hear? What if she doesn't try long distance? And if you don't try long distance, your spirituality will be forced, and it will be more like I'm conjuring smells, I'm making this happen, versus if you make try to make the relationship work with him, it'll be more like a softness too in your body of like, okay, universe, this is what I want to co-create next. How do I, so it'll be like a softer connection. You'll be able to hear spirit guides instead of like, it's almost as if like spell casting, like I'm casting the spell to get this. So it's kind of like you forcing the universe to work. Whereas if you try to make it work with him, it'll be more like a, I'm working, co-creating, working with the universe to allow this into my life. So it'll be more softness. Um, and if you don't try to make it work, life will feel playful and fun, but it'll be like that. See, I'm fine without him. I have friends. So it's kind of like you'll just develop a little bit of like a hardness of, see, I'm happy. See, I'm happy. So that doesn't sound fun, dude. That does not sound fun to not try to make it work. Worst case scenario, if she tries to make it work, is it gonna work out long term? Wow, they're not giving me indication if it's actually gonna work out like long term for you. Um, but the worst case scenario when I pull those cards, you're gonna go through like that rebirth, that softness in life, that creativity, that enjoyment. You're gonna get like more clarity on what you like out of life, what you want, and it's gonna help you have an ability to focus on, you know what, I do like this. Because you know what goes on for a lot of people is that they're like, I can't focus on that happiness. Look at all these other people around the whole world suffering. But you're gonna be able to, like, you know what, I do want to be happy. Let's go. Um, you're gonna hit a prosperity phase. It's not the huge money card, but it's like it's this happy, satisfied, content. Here's the prosperity I have. I know how to enjoy it. I know how to like it. I know what I like to spend and focus my money on. And you got a cycle completion card, so it really will bring home a full cycle. Um, yes, understood. Yes, don't want the wall back up. Thanks. Okay, so it sounds like you got the answer you needed. Good luck with that relationship. Hey, let's do a shout out to Karina if they watch this far, Valentina and Brandon. You know who I haven't seen in a while? Leona. I haven't seen Leona in a while. Okay, maybe perhaps get one last message from RJ for Soul. Yeah, we're going back for sure, Roxy. And Roxy, Jesus, you donated. Oh my God, we're spending as much time as we need on Soul. Wow, MF, that was beautiful. I absolutely love that. Oh, thank you for the compliment, EMF. Yeah, Soul, let's give me a comment or two, Soul, so I can get reconnected back to your energy. And then I know Roxy's a little sweetie. You guys are all like sweetheart. Girl, I know what it's like to lose your person. Oh, Roxy, did you lose someone too? Or let's talk about that later. Let's definitely focus on Soul. Um, how'd the softening your body go to feel that what he wanted you to get to that place of, I need a couple sentences from you, Soul, on the topic of him so I could reconnect to your energy, which will then help me reconnect to him. If I wasn't going through my own grief and fully open, I'd be able to do it immediately, but I need a little bit right now. I've never lost someone I loved before. I didn't know how much I loved him until he died. Oh my God, I get that. I get that. Give me one more sentence. Oh. I was talking to him a little while ago, It's not Phil having me, and I felt him laughing and telling my girl, clean yourself up. Okay, there you go. Yeah, he's confirming that, yeah, that was him. Um, we talk a lot about him, I laugh. Um, that was him. Okay, soul. Okay, RJ. All right. I've never lost someone I love before. This feels hard. This feels hard. Feel your body soften as I do this too. Be willing to breathe as deeply as you can and just see how many muscles you can relax as I go on this little rampage for you. I've never lost someone before that I love. This is tough. This is hard. This is my first time going through this. This sucks. I don't want to go through this. I guess I just always thought that the first time I went through this, I'd have him there. He was supposed to be my steady, stable rock. This really sucks to go through this without him. Babe, a little part of me's mad at you. You were supposed to be here with me. When my parents passed, you were supposed to be my stable, steady rock. And like, what the heck? Now you just left me and abandoned me? Like, oh my God, I just thought I'd have you. This really, really sucks. It doesn't feel good. I don't like how this feels. I don't like having to figure this out by myself. I got so used to you being here and us going through it together, and you always saying the right thing to make me laugh. And like, gosh, like I knew I loved you. I knew I loved our connection, but now that you're gone, I hate that I now have a greater appreciation for our love now. It makes me feel like I didn't appreciate you enough when you were alive. Um, and that it hurts my heart to think that you don't know how much I loved you. Gosh, I wish I could have felt this utter sense of appreciation and love for you while you were here. My fear is that you're never going to know that. My fear is that I didn't show you enough love, that I didn't do enough. Wow, you do have a lot of emotions in there, soul. I don't know what to say to him. I may have to schedule that meeting where you tap in because there's so much. Yeah, you got a lot in there. Wow. I feel alone. He was supposed to be forever. I feel so alone. I didn't realize what a gap I'd feel without you. I didn't realize how much of my feel good in life was from you, your presence in our relationship. I had no idea that this is the value that you provided. Like I had no idea, babe, how much I loved you and how much you meant to me. Like, and now you just left me all alone to figure this out on my own. Okay. He's saying keep going here. We need to move your emotions a little bit. And then he wants to come through because we only talked about the first two cards. The third card we got to talk about. Um, so take a couple breaths, like breathe in. Send the air to the base of your lungs and breathe in as deeply as you can. And once you've gone as deeply as you can, pause a second and take another big gulp. And then as you push your air out, just push it all the way out. And even when you're done pushing, push a little more. Breathe as deeply as you can, sending the air deep into your belly. When you've gulped as much as you can, take one more gulp of air. And then push the air out, like intentionally push your stomach, make it as small as you can get it. And push a little more out. Breathe in deeply. We're going to do like doing three good ones like that, where you breathe all the way in. Getting the air deep in your belly. Once you've gotten as much as you can, take a quick pause and then gulp in even more. Breathing it all out. Push as much as you can out. Once you think you've pushed the last little bit out, and if I can do it while talking, push a little more out. Take that gulp. Oh, okay. Relax the muscles in your chest. There you go, soul. Now you're tapping into the where your body's a little bit more relaxed, and you could actually feel that it's more like a grip that I would describe in your heart. If that's where you want to be, like your body relaxed and you're like, oh my God, there's a pit in my stomach. But the rest of your body's relaxed, or like, oh, there's just this grip in my heart. He's saying, yeah, now you're getting present, babe. And he's kind of doing this like, I don't know how to, now you're getting present, babe. And he's like looking at you, like doing a head nod. Um, I didn't realize how much of a foundation he brought me. I got to run to work, sending so much love. Bye, Roxy. Thanks for joining in. And thank you for my first czar. That was cool. Um, so, Soul, give me a sentence. At least one sentence, two if you want, but at least one. Oh, he's saying he wants to top on that foundation thing you said. Um, the biggest thing that you're feeling a loss of right now is that you lost your leader. But, babe, what I want to share with you is that as much as I was the leader, I was very much looking to you for direction. I was, whenever it would be like, all right, we got to make this decision, I was always feeling into your energy. So it was very much you leading. I was just the one willing to say it, willing to do it, willing to, well, let's go do this. And he's asking, do you see? Oh. Oh, wow. He's saying that was the last of his message to you right now. He's got to also tell her I love her very much. Stay with her, work with her through that until she gets the leadership thing. He's saying he has to go do crossed over people things. Gosh, we're never, anytime I try to ask any crossed over person, like everyone always says, well, understand when we cross over. What's it like up there? And they're just like, that's like trying to explain to a 2-year-old how cars work. And I'm like, oh, mom. RJ, thank you for coming through for me. You send your sister, please never leave me because I'm going to need you badly. What? Did that make sense about the leadership that you did? It's like instead of saying he was my leader, well, now what? I don't have direction. It's more like wow, I didn't realize how much I relied on his strength to move forward and live life the way that I wanted to. I had no idea how much I relied on his strength and his courage to move forward the way I wanted to in life. Does that make sense, Soul? Oh, you're trying to reply to him? Okay. I'm getting a yeah, yeah, I heard, and like an acknowledgement. He's like looking back going, yeah, yeah, I heard, but he's got to focus on oh, he was right here, and like he's like, I'm still sending her love. I'm still here. I hear her. I acknowledge it. He's like, but I got it. He's just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. No crossed over person has ever explained it to me in a way that I can, number one, understand it, and two, in a way that I can explain it. Um, that's all I could come. And oh, I asked for a sentence. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. That's all I could come up with. Okay. And yes, I get it. I get what he's saying. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be okay. You're going to process once you kind of all this like overwhelm and you learn to keep your body relaxed, like definitely do that. Definitely remember this, and you're gonna have to do this every day for a couple of weeks where you're like, oh, that's right, I just need to let my body relax the muscles. You got that breathing technique. um I feel this way, I feel that way, this feels so overwhelming. It's okay that I can't name and identify all the emotions right now. I don't need to do it all at once. I'm good where I'm at. and just help me be soothed through this, universe. I want to be soothed through this, and I want a little spark of life so that I know I'll be okay in time. I don't want to be happy, happy Georgia right now, universe. I just want to be soothed and gently, not guided, gently soothed right now to where I feel comfortable. Yeah, that's what I got going. Um, all right, everyone. I hate ending reads when it's like this sad. I just wish I could stay on forever and keep pouring love towards you guys. But I love you guys. Thank you for attending High Vibe Mornings. And thank you for coming today. And thank you to Antoinette and Roxy who donated. I love you all so much. Thank you for being part of this tribe, this community. And if anyone does want a one-on-one, I will go in today and update it so that you can schedule as you book instead of getting emailed a link to book afterwards. There's the link for it. Um, Thank you. You too, Soul. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.